45 degrees.
Okay, we are live. Now we really are live, and we're live to the public. So, guys, we are doing the training on scheduling, and Cedric is going to teach us all how to do this. This is
That's
gonna,
all.
this is it. This is really happening. So he's gonna start us step by step on how to do the schedule.
So, of course, log in to CFA. Don't get my login information. It's private anyway. CFA home. Then you go to hot schedules here. Under reports and tools. You log in underneath your name. You gotta make sure you have the permissions, which I think you do. If not, so first thing I always look at is time off request and availability change. My first thing is availability change because you don't want to make the schedule and then someone has requested like this affects you. So I want every Thursday off. I can prove that. Shouldn't be a problem. And then you got, of course, every Thursday off. Switch that 50 hours a week. What we got here? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays off. These available the amount of hours we want them to be. So those are the people that affect my schedule. I want, and then I go to just managing time off. They word it differently here. And I'll look at the next coming week, which would be like the 13th, or 14th through the 19th or something. Let's see if anybody in Backhouse needs that day any days off. So Cole, Backhouse employee, he needs 18th, 19th, go on vacation. All right, that's a good reason. So none of the rest of the stuff affects my this week's schedule. So then I go to scheduling to get started as I get all these messages pop up. So down here, this is this week's. We already got this week's.
So you went over to scheduling, or
Yeah, scheduling. That's what I went to, scheduling.
and before you were in?
Just the if you go to the homepage, it has like
Oh, okay. Like,
the availability changes or like request off for the upcoming week. So to go to the next week, just go up to the top or to the calendar, and boom, hit the next arrow, and it goes to the next week. And then depending on what you're trying to do and what you want to accomplish, down here in your little bottom, I don't know what you call this, the hook of mahogany. We'll call it the hook of mahogany.
okay.
Right now,
The hook of
I
mahogany?
hit show, and they you can put the labor spread, which it tells you when I start adding people, you see how that adjusts. Schedule all. This give you front of house and back of house. They give you everybody the schedule, and then the benchmark hours just in blue. That's what we should be scheduled per hour. You know, as far as like how many people should be on the clock.
Now, how closely do you follow that?
I follow it pretty closely. I'm trying to get everybody else with training going on is a little bit off, but to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish, we want to try to get as close to this as possible. Yeah, you also got to factor in sometimes a call out, so we schedule maybe a little above it sometimes, but it ain't by much. Just because you don't want to, if you schedule it to the T, sometimes you hurt yourself. So we give ourselves a little bit of buffer. That way we can give our leaders the option to send people home if we're not slow, or if we're not busy, we can send people home. That also cuts that labor down dramatically. So the first thing I usually do when I do schedule is I go through my leadership team. Up here you see is this all back of house. So this, and then I'm only looking at back of house and training. If you go over here, under filter, you can add front of house, leadership team, marketing, all that stuff like that. So, but I'm only doing back of house and training. and that's my default. So every time I log into schedule, that's the only thing that pops up. Um, when Mariah's on vacation or if I have to do another schedule, I usually do my default first, and then I'll do the front of house or marketing, all that, next. So, but I'm hitting apply because it's mine. It's already mine.
So let's say, okay, so
Yeah.
you can go to a different filter. Let's say you wanted to go do it all, or do you just, would you do part by part?
I usually do part by part.
Okay.
When I used to do the entire schedule, we didn't have as big a staff. I would do first 3 days, front of house, back of house. Hold on, what I was calling it. Then I would go to the next 3 days, front of house, back of house. I would do the whole day. Hold on one second. Yes, ma'am. Hey.